Perverts and Aussies. Some might call them one and the same, but tonight they involve two very different stories. I'm Mike Namapod. Here's today's news.
That's like an evolution of the intro.
I gotta come up with something different every week now that it's become a thing, and I'm fucking struggling.
I had to mute myself during that so I didn't start laughing. That's very specific.
Well, I used to just say, I'm Mike Namapod. Well, this is today's news. But then it's like, well, we can't give them that every time.
Love it. That was great.
Fucking worked myself into a shoot. Now I got another job to do with writing that stuff.
You drinking some wine tonight?
Oh, just a little taste. I had a bottle that was I had found way back in the stock. So just a little sip.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing too crazy today. I got this
nothing that will induce a wine hangover tomorrow.
You what?
I said nothing that will induce a wine hangover tomorrow.
Absolutely not. That's the fucking
Very
worst.
Good. The worst.
That's some heavy shit. Oh.
So, what have you guys been up to?
No, just waiting for you to come back from vacation.
Yeah.
We've been, Ian and I have both been sitting in front of our computers with our microphones waiting to be told. Be told the light is on and we are live.
Here I am.
Here you are.
Let's talk about some cool stuff, man.
We got two decent stories tonight.
Cool is one of them. The other one is not not so cool.
There's nothing decent about it.
No, not at all.
It lacks all levels of decency.
I like that. Lacks all levels of decency. Some might say this podcast lacks all levels of decency.
Some might be right.
Yeah.
Depends on who you talk to.
All right, well, let's dive in. We going to do the fun one or the pervy one?
Let's do the perv one first, and then we'll end on the fun one.
I think that's a good plan.
So the first one comes from PBS. It's regarding the recent Prince Andrew news regarding Jeffrey Epstein, Virginia Giuffre. Her book came out today also.
Really?
Yeah. It's called Nobody's Girl.
Oh, man.
I grabbed it on Audible. Pretty good. I'm 3 chapters in.
Did she read it herself for the audiobook?
No.
Okay. Just curious.
But it's heavy for sure.
I imagine.
All right, so this is from PBS. UK royals face pressure to strip Prince Andrew of titles after new revelations about his Epstein files. This is from yesterday before the book came out, but I did see that so far he has had nothing to say about the book.
Oh, that's weird.
Imagine that.
He won't call himself Duke anymore, but that is not enough for many of Prince Andrew's critics. Buckingham Palace and British government were under pressure Monday to formally strip Prince Andrew of his princely title in sumptuous home after revelations about his relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
You know who wants to weigh in on that? Look here, Pilgrim, there's only one Duke, and it ain't you, son.
It's a Duke off.
I'll Duke you any day of the week.
It's been a long time since John Wayne was around.
Yeah, I thought he was gone forever.
Man. Someone else calls himself a Duke. That motherfucker's back from the grave.
He's back.
He's not putting up with that bullshit.
After discussions with his elder brother, King Charles III, Andrew agreed on Friday to stop using titles including Duke of York. It was the latest effort to insulate the monarchy from years of tawdry headlines about Andrew's suspicious business deals, inappropriate behavior, and controversial friendships. But he,
to say the least, motherfucker.
But he still technically holds the title of Duke bestowed by his late mother, Queen Elizabeth II. And as the son of a monarch, he remains a prince. I know nothing of any of this.
So he's actually a Duke then after all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Mr. Wayne might have something to say about that.
Andrew's statement relinquishing some of his royal titles came after emails emerged showing he had remained in contact with Epstein longer than he previously admitted. In days before publication of the posthumous memoir by Epstein accuser Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who alleged she had sex with Andrew when she was 17. There's a lot of emails that came out between him and Jeffrey that weren't great.
In that recent batch that came out, we talked about a couple of them, I think, but a bunch of those were his, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like now it kind of brings into question, it's like, how much did the royal family know and they looked past? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, probably all of it.
Yeah, they probably all knew.
Of course they did, yeah.
They're like, oh, that Duke. He's just up to his tomfoolery.
Yeah. Always duking around. Putting his Duke where it doesn't belong. So he lied earlier about how long he had continued to remain friends with Epstein and got caught lying about the length of the earlier lie.
Yes.
So to speak.
And like in one of the emails, he says something along the lines of like, we're in this together for the long haul, Giuffre. Like after shit started hitting the fan, kind of.
So gross.
Damning
It really
words.
is.
Well, that's code for don't fuck me. I'm not going to fuck you. You know, don't release the video of me fucking kids because I'm not going to turn on you, right?
Yeah, I don't
suppose
know.
That's
so.
what that means.
I don't speak pedo. I don't know.
If you're a Duke Pilgrim, you shouldn't be speaking pedo to begin with.
I like this new rivalry we've created.
Duke versus Duke.
Yeah, Duke on Duke crime.
Giuffre's brother, Sky Roberts, urged the king to go further and, quote, remove title of prince to, quote, he shouldn't be able to call himself one. Andrew, 65, has long denied Giuffre's claims, but stepped down from royal duties after a disastrous November 2019 BBC interview, in which he attempted to rebut her allegations. Many viewers saw an entitled prince who failed to show empathy for Epstein's victims and offered unbelievable explanations for his friendship with the late sex offender. Andrew paid millions in an out-of-court settlement in 2022 after Giuffre filed a civil suit against him in New York. While he didn't admit wrongdoing, he acknowledged Giuffre's suffering as a victim of sex trafficking.
He just looks like a scumbag, Prince Andrew, right?
He really does.
Gotta
You
look
just
him
get
up.
that
I
vibe looking at him.
forget what he looks like.
So what is, like, I don't know much about the royal family at all, but like, what is he? Is he like the dope of the family that no one really gave a fuck about?
You mean to tell me this guy looks scumbaggish?
Because with these emails that have come out and now like all these questions, he's been living rent free wherever he was at. It came out that the royal family has been paying for him to live in this place for the past 20 years. So is he just like he's like the, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
He's the Duke of York, so he's the younger brother of the king. So you know it goes to the firstborn son, just like King. What's William and Harry? So William's going to be king, and Prince Harry.
Oh.
Well, he's all fucked up too. But you just do ceremonial stuff, right? Unless something.
It's all fucking ceremonial though, right? Like it's just
it's all nonsense in this day and age. Sure.
It's just tradition now.
But what is he like the fuck up of the family? Is it like,
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
okay, like everybody else is in order or whatever, and they're just like, yeah, give him his apartment, we'll pay for it forever, and just keep him in the background.
I think if you ask the royal family, they're going to say Harry's the fuck up of the family because he married a dirty American.
No.
Oh,
Also true.
He also outkicked the coverage by about 6,000 football fields.
Very true.
Both of those guys. We talk about them all the time. I think both of those women are smoke shows. Those are two not very good looking men.
They were when they were younger.
They were, and then they didn't age
Prince
well.
Harry's a good looking guy still, but Prince William, when he went bald, he's not the.
I always get them
dashing
mixed
young
up.
man.
William's the older one.
Yeah.
So
he'll be king.
I remember William always, he was like a teenage heartthrob type thing. And then he
Yeah.
just got old and bald and still married a smoke show.
That is true.
Yeah, I guess Harry's not bad. He's still,
Good looking kid, right?
I guess. I haven't seen him in a while. I think by choice, he's removed himself from the spotlight for the most part.
Seems like a good dude to me. I don't know.
I think they both do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The end.
See, I don't know what job they do, or I don't think they have jobs, and they just live off that wealth, that enormous wealth.
yeah, because I'm kind of skimming through, and there's like this article. There's some quotes about Virginia Giuffre, and they're without that lawsuit and stuff. But then you get down here talking about like the wealth and like what exactly does he do? It says people also want Andrew evicted from Royal Lodge, the 30-room mansion near Windsor Castle where he lives alongside his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, who will no longer be known as the Duchess of York.
Oh, yeah, Sarah Ferguson. Oh, 30-room lodge. That's
Yeah. That's why you can live with your ex, because you never have to see each other.
I think when I was a young man, there was a big uproar. They published topless pictures of Sarah Ferguson, and it was a big to-do, if I recall.
Really?
You know, like surreptitious photos that
Sure.
Paparazzi took. They like to have their titties out when they sunbathe over there. They're not as prude as, say, us Americans.
It's the damn paps. That's the problem. It's those paps.
So, yeah, I think that was a scandal.
Also, there's a big meeting coming up this week with the Pope that the royal family is hoping that isn't overshadowed by all this shit. But it seems like there will be. It seems like...
What do you mean? They can talk shop.
It seems like every day something new about Prince Andrew's coming out. And now that this book dropped today, I'm sure there'll be more.
Prince Andrew could be like, how'd you guys keep that shit hidden so I got fucked, man. How'd you keep it under wraps for so long? What's your secret? Well, you have to let us know how that book is. I'm sure it's quite sad. I'm sure it's awful.
Hey, I got 3 chapters in. The introduction it's pretty rough. She lays it out there pretty bold, but she makes some other, she talks about like some prime ministers and stuff that had sexually assaulted her, but she doesn't name people because she can't, but she did name people to law enforcement. So people know the names of these powerful people that were also involved with Prince Andrew and that.
So her NDA settlement doesn't allow her to say, but it's on record somewhere.
And she's also dead. Remember, she committed suicide 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, like an NDA with that. I watched an interview with her lawyer today, and her lawyer was the one that said, like, yeah, those names are there, but we can't say them. So maybe like her estate can't say them or something.
Interesting. You would have thought maybe if she was really going to kill herself, which seems unlikely, that she would have had some sort of, something in play where a package would have been delivered to reporters around the world kind of thing with some of that information she wasn't allowed to disclose.
One might think that.
One might think that it, I don't know what I was going to say, but yeah, one might think.
You're still in vacation brain. You'll get back. You got to work out the cobwebs.
She did post to X a couple years ago that she said, if I ever commit suicide, know that I didn't, that I was murdered. So I don't know. This whole thing is a level of wealth none of us understand.
That's right.
The wealth and power involved. So I don't know. It's going to take a long time for all this to get sorted out, if it ever does.
If ever.
Look, I'll take that wealth. You can go ahead and keep the power. I don't need that burden and that responsibility. Just give me the fucking money.
Yeah. Power. I need that shit.
Give me a 30-room mansion. I'll live there with every ex I've ever had.
I was watching It's Always Sunny, and there was an episode where Frank needed like a front for the business kind of thing. And Dennis was like, I just want money with the illusion of power. I don't want the power. I just want the money that comes with it.
That's fucking perfect. It's scary. With as such a scumbag as Dennis is, there are so many times throughout the show where I'm like, yeah, that's fucking right. He gets it. And I'm like, why you can't be saying that? This guy's a real fucking jag-off. And Charlie just, he got it right when he has spaghetti in a bag. That's just the best fucking thing in the world. Dave, you really got to watch this show. He walks around with a sandwich bag in his pocket filled with spaghetti.
I've seen the spaghetti clip.
That is just worth it alone. All right, well, that's the pervert portion. Mm-hmm. And for the first time ever, we're going to say, now on to the Aussie portion.
It's usually one and the same, right?
Right. Bunch of fucking weirdos down there.
All right, here we go. Mysterious unknown object crash lands in the Australian outback, sparking huge multi-agency response as experts scramble to identify its origin. Sounds like some War of the Worlds shit about to happen, right? A bizarre object has been found on fire in the remote Australian outback with no visible signs on the ground to indicate how it got there. West Australian police are coordinating a multi-agency response after the item was found about 2 p.m. Saturday near a mining site. The closest civilization is the small town of Newman, about 30 kilometers away. Staff members at the site found the object still smoldering on a rarely used access road, with authorities working on the assumption it has fallen from space. Maybe it's Patty from Laramie. Someone decided to finally get rid of the evidence. Emergency services were quickly alerted, and officials soon after blocked off the area. Initial assessments indicate the item is made of carbon fiber and may be a composite overwrapped pressure vessel or rocket tank. These suspicions are consistent with aerospace components. The object is sorry, what?
Unlike like other stories, there's like legit good photos of this thing.
Yes.
Like just sitting there on the ground. Like it's fucking something. This is something.
Yeah, we'll post some pictures of this. It's black and tarred. This is somewhere up near Laramie, isn't it? Somewhere in that area.
In my mind, all of Australia is Laramie.
It's weird. I don't know what to.
Mm-hmm. The object is not from a commercial aircraft, the Australian Transport Safety Bureau confirmed. Photos shared by officials capture the item burning on red sand, while several other pictures show its burnt out husk once the fire had been extinguished.
It also didn't make much of like a dent or like impact in the ground.
It didn't.
Which is kind of weird.
Like someone sat it there and torched it versus it
or
slamming into earth from outer space.
Or it like floated down like softly or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the jellyfish? Remember there's that jellyfish UAP always floating around?
No, remind me.
It was flying over Iraq. I can't remember what year, like 2012. Maybe it like looks like a flying jellyfish.
Okay.
I guess this could be. It doesn't look like that jellyfish type in the photo, but you know, it could have been.
I'm just thinking of something soft that would not slam into the ground.
Yeah.
There's a lot of liquid around it in the one photo. Are we assuming that came from the object? Because in the other photos, it's all dry around it.
I think they put the fire department came because the first photo it's actually still on fire.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably
put it
just
out
from the water from that. Yeah. Never mind. Fuck me, I'm an idiot.
The large black object is similar to other known space re-entry debris. West Australian police said in a statement. Further technical assessment will be undertaken by engineers from the Australian Space Agency to assist in identifying its nature and source, it said. Who knew Australia had a space agency? I didn't know that.
That's kind of cool.
Officers are now working closely with the mine's operator as their investigation continues. Other involved agencies include the Australian Space Agency, DFES, and other relevant stakeholders. The police force will lead the task force, however, as it is the state's designated hazard management agency for space debris re-entry. No further threat to public safety remains in the area, and the item has now been secured. How about that? I think we're going to hopefully find out what it is, but man, kind of crazy.
But they have to come up with an answer of something of what it is, right? Like these photos are too legit. Like you can't pass this off as just nothing or a hoax. But what exactly is it?
Yeah, and I assume they're going to try to trace it back if it's man-made to some sort of satellite or something going on from space and tie it to exactly what happened. But if they can't, does that make it extraterrestrial in nature? Maybe. Probably.
They'll downplay that. They're not going to say that, right? Like they're going to use every word possible to just spin it.
Yeah, so we'll never get the truth.
Ian, is MUFON, do you have your Australian delegates over there looking into this?
Yeah, I got him down on the ground.
He's like, yeah. don't worry about it.
Don't call me out on the air, bro.
Just know we got there before
fucking handling it.
Nightcap couldn't afford the plane tickets to even get over there. Fucking beta bitches.
Speaking of like man-made shit and like not saying like something's there, you can't just say it's a hoax or whatever. Did you guys see about in New Jersey with the drones that everybody was seeing, that there's a company that has taken credit for it?
No.
Yeah.
It's a great marketing campaign by them. PR.
Yeah. They're a private contractor with the Army.
Oh.
Well, I just meant like they're making that all up. They're like, well, this kind of fell by the wayside. Why don't we just claim responsibility for it? I don't want to fucking start looking at us.
Yeah, they're claiming responsibility for it.
And saying they were acting in conjunction with the Army, with official activities or something?
Yeah, here, I'll go ahead and read it. A private company at a high-powered Army conference demonstrated a unique aircraft at the event and allegedly took responsibility for setting off last year's drone and UFO pandemonium in New Jersey. At the Army's UAS and Launched Effects Summit at Fort Rucker in August, a private contractor conducted a live demonstration of a manned aerial craft that wowed the crowd with its unconventional appearance and unorthodox flight movements, an attendee told the Post. Quote, "You remember that big UFO scare in New Jersey last year? Well, that was us," an employee of the unnamed contractor claimed to a small group after the demonstration, according to the source who was invited to the summit. It's like the summit actually happened and somebody did fly something there.
How about that?
It's just weird because like the last two administrations both were like played it off like it was no big deal, but were also like pretty cryptic with giving any information about it. And it just, that just strikes me as very weird.
Yeah, everything about it was weird.
Like if it was really no big deal, then why not just tell us exactly what it was and give us more of information? And that didn't really happen. I think Trump had come out and said, well, it was testing missions, but never really got into this, the weeds of like what, maybe for good reason. But if it was really nothing, tell us.
The last I saw official on it was some high up person from the FAA said that it was an internet hoax. I'm like, well, that's not real.
Wow. Who said that?
Whoever was like the in charge person of the FAA had to testify, and that was part of it. And they said it was an internet hoax.
Oh, boy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe a real world contestant is now running the FAA. So who knows? Isn't that, or is that the transportation secretary? Never mind. That's Sean Duffy. He's a transportation secretary, right?
He's the Secretary of Transportation, but I didn't know he was from Real World.
Yeah, I believe that's where he came from.
Was it Real World or was it Road Rules? I didn't watch Road Rules. I watched a little bit of Real World.
Puck's going to be the next Secretary of the Treasury. Why?
Puck. What? Who's the other guy? CT? Was it CT?
Who's that?
He was the dude that he was on like the Challenges show, and he would always wear like the aviators, like just a real cool, laid back dude. But he like never lost. And the Miz was on all those and never lost anything. He was always like one of the finalists.
Yeah, this dude was Real World Boston in 1997.
Oh, that might have been before I was even watching. I was only like 11 years old.
That was before I watched it. Yeah, I was 10.
Yeah. Did you see how MTV shut down all those stations?
Did they?
Yeah. I think the only station they have now is just like the legitimate original MTV, which just shows like, Rob Dyrdek's ridiculousness on repeat.
I was going to say 47 hours of ridiculousness every day.
Yeah, because everyone was making a big deal like, oh, RIP MTV, RIP MTV. No, they just shut down all like their satellite stations, which a lot of those were the ones showing actual music videos, but the original authentic MTV is still around. Good luck finding music on it though. I
read somewhere that whatever song that is that he picked for the theme song of that show, that band makes so much money because the residuals, because that show is on
from ridiculousness
24 hours a day. Yeah.
That's when I think of MTV now, that is what I think of. It's just that on nonstop, on loop.
What a world.
It's something, right?
All right.
I think we're going to get some big UFO news next month, though.
Yeah,
that documentary that like has Marco Rubio in it, and like all these ex-CIA people, got a release date. It's going to come out on the 21st. So
Ian,
exciting.
Let's not forget our News Nation debacle. Let's not get too excited here.
I don't know. This feels a little bit different. Tim Burchett, with not getting into politics, just regarding UFOs, he's been like dropping some bombs publicly about saying some really extraordinary things about underwater UFOs and potential bases and shit. So he's a big part of this documentary as well.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
Also looking forward to Thanksgiving. So it's
yeah,
gonna be a hell of a week.
Big week for you. All right. Well, that's it. You are legitimately, completely, totally caught up on the news. Bye.